Shalom, all praise to Yahweh Shemel Shah. That belongs to Apostle J. Masters. I'm Noah Allah coming at you in the video. And in this video, I'm going to be focusing on the book of 1 Corinthians 10 and 12. Because you got, people out there and that say that they're in the truth. And they, believe that, some of them may believe that they're perfect. I will hope not. But some may believe that, that their heart is right with the Most High and, things of that nature. But these are scriptures you got to take into account when it comes to having those type of thoughts. So let's get right to it. 1 Corinthians 10 and 11. Now, all these things happen unto them. I'll go right to the point. You know what? Yeah. Let me see. 1 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 9. Neither let us tempt the anointed, as some of them also tempted and were destroyed of serpents. Neither murmur ye, as some of them also murmured and were destroyed of the destroyer. So what the Apostle Paul is referencing, he's referencing when the children of Israel was in the wilderness and they had tempted the Lord. They was complaining a lot. They was worshiping idols, in other words, false gods. They were doing a lot of these different wicked things. And the Most High judged them, he punished them. So in verse 11, the Apostle Paul is saying that all these things happened unto them for ensamples, or in other words, examples. And they are written for our admonition. So they're written for our own correction, look at admonition.
Strong's G 3559, Nuthesia.
Nuthesia. Hopefully the volume was loud enough too. I just realized the volume was low. Nuthesia. Literally putting in mind. See? Or reproof. See if we can get something else. Admonition. There you go. An admonition is advice with the hint of scolding or warning us to do something. There you go. I could have went to another definition, but that was good. And they are written for our admonition, for a warning unto us, upon whom the ends of the world are come, because we're in that time, coming to the Lord. Wherefore let him that thinketh he standeth take heed lest he fall. Look at the word standeth.
Strong's G 2476, histemi.
Histemi. To cause or make to stand, to place, to put, set. The word is suggestive of fidelity, in other words, faith, and stability. So when it says, go back, and let's go to the word fall.
Strong's G 4098, pipto.
Pipto. To descend. To fall. Alright. Is you the Lord Most High in its smaller detail, in the sense of losing its authority or ceasing to have force. Metaphorically, to fall under judgment came under condemnation. Okay? So let's go back to the scripture. So when it says, wherefore him that thinketh he standeth, meaning him that thinketh he hath fidelity, faith, or him that thinketh that his heart is right with the Most High, that he's doing all the things that he's supposed to be doing. Let him take heed to these examples of what happened in the past. Lest he fall, meaning lest he come under condemnation. You never know, you might fall into temptation and start worshiping other gods. That could happen. You might get tired of the truth and say, I just want to go back into the world and be just a regular old person again. So you gotta always gotta think about that, man. The most High could do that, man. I've seen that happen to guys through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Shah, and pray the Most High Yahweh Shem Shah. It never happened to me, and that never happens to you, because it can't happen. So wherefore let him that thinketh he standeth take heed lest he fall. So if you think that your heart is right with the Most High, you got to really take heed to the examples in the past, lest you fall, lest you come under condemnation the way that they did. So you always got to take that into account. Remember, we just men. This is not our truth. It's the Most High truth. We're just vessels that he uses to teach it, to wake up his elect. Romans 12:3. For I say, through the grace given unto me, for every man that is among you, not to think of himself more highly than he ought to think. So you're not supposed to think of yourself highly what you ought to think. Don't think you that guy. Yeah, I know this scripture. I'm just break down. See, this brother came in the truth just as long as I've been in the truth. But I know a little more scriptures than him. Or this brother, he over me. But, I think I know more scriptures than he know. He broke that down, but he didn't break it down that deep. So I really don't think he even know the scripture like that. You're not supposed to think like that, bro. Don't do that. Don't do that. You've had guys in the camp that came in GMS that thought that. And guess what? They ain't around no more, man. They ain't around no more. But to think soberly. What's that mean, soberly? Okay.
Strong's G 4993. Sophroneo.
Sophroneo. To be of sound mind. To be in one's right mind. To exercise self-control. To put a moderate estimate upon oneself. Think of oneself soberly. To curb one's passion. So it says to put a moderate estimate. You got the word moderate, kept or keeping within reasonable or proper limits, not extreme, excessive, or intense. So it means keeping with reasonable or proper limits. So you gotta have that in your mind. You gotta have a moderate estimate upon yourself. Keep yourself in proper limits. Understand that hey, look, I'm just a man. And you gotta tell yourself that. If those thoughts ever come into your mind, you think you're greater than what you really are. Look, I'm just a man. The Most High gave it to me, could take it away. You gotta always have it in your mind. Always gotta have it in your mind. If them thoughts come into your head, rebuke them. You don't want them thoughts to linger around. Because if those thoughts linger around and you're not rebuking it, and you giving heed to those type of thoughts, it's gonna get stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger. And the stronger it gets, the harder it's gonna be to get it off. So you gotta stop that once it starts through the spirit of Habashim Shah, and that cometh not but by prayer and fasting. But to think soberly, according as the Most High have dealt to every man the measure of faith. So the Most High have dealt every man a measure of faith. He's given us these things. Matter of fact, 1 Corinthians 4:7. For who maketh, let's see, this whole thing is good. Word to the point. For who maketh thee to differ from another? What makes you better than him? And what hast thou that thou didst not receive? So what do you have that you wouldn't receive? Meaning, what do you have that wasn't given unto you? What do you have that you got yourself? Nothing. It was given to us. We received it. So when he's saying, what hast thou that thou didst not receive? Meaning, what did you got that wasn't given unto you? Everything you got was given unto you by Yahweh Shema Shah, the Most High and His Son. Now, if thou didst receive it, why doest thou glory as if thou hadst not received it? So if you received these things as gift, why are you glorying as if you didn't? Why are you glorying as if you got it on your own? You always got to have it in your mind. The Most High gave you that. You could be able to pull out precepts one day, and then the next day, you can't do it no more. That can happen. Now, of course, as you get older, you're not going to remember the precepts the way you always used to. But the Most High could give you a gift and just take it away. And it's not because, for anything like, you got older and you probably forgot where certain scriptures are. Nah. Just straight up take it away. And you just don't remember nothing no more. Barely remember anything. And barely know how to break it down. The Lord could do that. Gotta stay humble. Last scripture. Proverbs 16:18. Pride go before destruction. So pride leads to destruction, man. Pride goes before destruction. So you're prideful, then destruction comes after. And a haughty spirit before fall. Haughty meaning proud. A prideful spirit before your fall. If a person that puts himself up on a pedestal with great pride, their destruction and their fall gonna be great. If your pride is as high as the clouds, then imagine how great of destruction, how great of a fall it's gonna be. All the trash Mayweather talked, he was prideful. Now imagine if Mayweather was to lose. Imagine if he was to lose. Could you imagine what people would have said about him? Better is it to be of an humble spirit with the lowly. It's better to be humble with the lowly than to divide the spoil with the proud. So it's better to be lowly and humble than to have riches with those who are prideful. Because the Most High deals with the lowly. He's not dealing with the proud. Okay? Take heed lest you fall. If any man think he sin, take heed lest he fall. So that's all I wanted to get into. Brief lessons came to mind. So with that, I'm going to close and say, oh, praise Yahweh, Shemel Shah, double lines, the Apostle GMS. I hope you better learn something. Shalom.